Ladies and gentlemen, now it looks like somebody at Kabam made a little bit of a mistake. I know it's completely unheard of. And the Island of Dr. M.O.D.O.K event has just gone live. And this is kind of like next month's side event, which from reading about it, it kind of seems like a glorified version of M.O.D.O.K's lab. And that one, you know, it was really tiresome in the past. I think like the last iteration of it was like Sinister Labs. And I probably did like a day or two of those, man. And then I just could not be bothered at all. Because it was really difficult, and for the rewards it just wasn't worth it. However, this one, it has the rewards for actually doing it, and also a hotel shop as well, so you can use these coins. There's going to be a store out a little bit later to buy all sorts of stuff. I think probably the highlight of that store is for 1,000 coins, so if you do like what is it, 17 18 runs of this, you can get 5-star awakening gem crystal. But again, I don't think like this month's event is going to be as spicy in comparison to the Rifts, man. The Rifts are a really good event for a lot of players, and this one, it does look a little bit disappointing, but I thought we'd jump in and check it out. So it looks like the theme is every single day there's a class path in pretty much every single direction, and I think maybe a randomized boss as well. So you've got to pick which path you'd like to go down, and I think you only have to do one path in order to get the rewards there. But yeah, oh, the amount of reading is just crazy. There's also the ability to re-roll and remove buffs as well, but I think we're looking at probably the mutant path here if there's nothing like too crazy. Just trying to see if anything is kind of raising big red flags. It looks alright so far, but I like that there's you know, a lot more options in comparison. That's always very good to see, but also do keep in mind that you are going to be able to re-roll some of the buffs as well. But yeah, the completion rewards for doing this are what is it, 500 5-star shards, and also I think 50 6-star shards, as well as some coins. So it's okay. I don't think it's really anything too spectacular, but from just looking at like the nodes and health pools, this doesn't seem as brutal as the Sinister Labs were on max difficulty, man. So like every day it was like you know, 100 to 200k characters. You just had 2 paths that were just a real pain, man. So yeah, this mutant path, man, it ain't looking too bad, but I think everything in here is randomized. But I like that you have the option of 6 paths. I think that's you know, what is it? A little bit less frustrating if you do get like shafted on the RNG with bad champions, because I think a big problem of like M.O.D.O.K and Sinister Labs before is like when you just go in and like, you know, it's either like one lab you just got horrible champions, or it's 2 paths and you've just got horrible champions there. So at least, you know, you might have like 1 or 2 manageable paths or quite good paths in this scenario. So we've got a Nightcrawler boss as well, who hopefully should not be too bad. But we're going to shred this man down to size with Warlock here. But yeah, I don't know if I've just been lucky with the characters and nodes so far, but it doesn't seem like as bad in terms of the challenge presented in comparison to previous iterations of this. Which is nice, but still, like, having a look at the overall rewards for this, it was nothing like super eyebrow raising when the forum post came out yesterday, and I'll bring that up toward the end and go over kind of everything you can buy from the coins. You can get a maximum of 3,000 of them throughout the course of, I believe, the next 4 weeks. And really the highlight is the 5-star awakening gem. There's a bit of tier 2 alpha, a bit of tier 5 basic in there as well. But at least from my memory, it's nothing like, whoa, okay, this is the next wave of the game. It's just like, okay, well, this is kind of like a pretty average event. And I think at a time where a lot of players are looking for really like something big to get them back into playing, I think, you know, this event doesn't really look like it's going to be that for a lot of people. Well, let's battle this cable. I see the health pools are just going up and up and up. So it's ramping up a bit in terms of difficulty. Got the wonderful spiked armor node, which everybody loves here. Imagine this is going to be much like pretty much every new event that gets released. A very fun time for Quake. Quake's just the last year and a bit of the game, man, has really just made me appreciate just how crazy broken Quake is for the most part. You know, a skilled Quake player is just cutting through absolutely everything. But there we go, cables down, so we're on to the next one. But the health pools they've been getting up steadily so far. Let's have a look at what this Deadpool has on him health-wise. This one's about 92,000 there. We've got empowered immunity, redoubled determination. So I think we've been moderately lucky with the buffs. It's nice to see that the dice are still the same as they were the previous time. So if you've still got dice left over to re-roll some of the nodes, then you do have the option to use them. But if you don't have any dice, then you probably want to wait till the event does go live later officially, because then I think you purchase dice for like 2,500 gold. Or you can do it via completing a a previous day as well. So you passively do get them over time, and I think with the launch of the event, usually with the launch of a lab style event, they do give out like 8 to 12 dice, I think, at the start of the event, just to give you a few to initially go in with here. Right, we've got Sabertooth, so we've got all special attacks are unblockable, power reserve, critical resistance. I think we'll go for a bit of Sunspot here, mix it up. You know, we've used a lot of Warlock so far. I think with that power reserve, you know, we might be in for a bit of a fun time here. So we can stack up those special ones quite quick. Right, is he going to go for a special one? No. Alright, let's get a cheeky little counter there. Perfect. Oh no. Okay, hopefully I don't get murked here. Okay, I've been murked, but I haven't been fully murked. So yeah, I think the last fight on every single path, like, I think the base stats progressively go up and up and up, and everything becomes a little bit more tanky the deeper you go. So just something to keep in mind there. But there are lots of options if you want to bring in like 3 or 4 specific counters to a certain class. So it looks like there's some interesting ways that you could build teams for this on the daily, just to make sure you've got the ability to counter most things if you want like a strong science team for the Mystic Path. So yeah, like in comparison to previous labs, I will say I think I prefer this layout a lot more than the other ones. However, the rewards overall, you know, for the State of the Game 2020, man, I'm looking for an event that kind of really moves the rewards and the game forward, and this just doesn't really seem like that event. Okay, so we've got Mighty Charge and Mystic Ward here. Right, should we just go for try and make Silver Surfer work here? This might be a terrible idea, man. This might be a terrible idea. Maybe we're gonna get wrecked by the Mighty Charge node, but we'll see. We'll see what's up. Okay, we got evaded there. Yeah, I think if we want to play this with oh no, this might be it. Oh no, I almost got him switched there, man. I was so close. Okay, I need to be very cautious of that evade. Saying that as soon as I get getting absolutely smacked. Oh no. Oh mate. Yeah, Silver Surfer is not a good counter for this fight, man. Oh, there we go, we got it. Okay, let's go unblockable. Surf that man into the ground. Yeah, buddy. Okay, nice, not too bad. Well, I think that was probably one of the least painful versions of M.O.D.O.K's labs that I've done, so I do like that one, especially in comparison to the previous iterations, which are pretty horrible. But yeah, we've got the rewards for it. So it's 500 5-star shards every single day. The 6-star shards, again, it's tiddlywinks amounts, man. It's 56-star shards, so really not anything too great. But on the previous versions, I don't think you got like any additional currency on top as well. I think in previous versions you did get like a little bit of tier 2 alpha, a little bit of tier 5 basic, but instead this time you get the coins, and then you need to go into the shop in order to buy various rewards. So to bring, you know, some of the stuff to expect from the shop, you got the 5-star awakening gem crystals. That's 1,000 of the coins there. You can also buy 18,000 tier 2 alpha fragments for 200. Tier 5 basic, 1,500 for 73 coins there. You also have 5-star signature stone crystals. You got a maximum of 20 of them. So, you know, I think one of the things that a lot of players are after at the moment is just a crazy amount of 5-star signature stone crystals. And you don't really blame them, to be fair. Like, you know, 5-star signature stones and awakened abilities, they're very dragged out. There's like 200 you need for like a single character. And there are probably about, you know, what is it, like 50 god tier or above champions in the game at the moment. And a lot of those, you know, do have a strong benefit from being awakened and high sig, and there are so many modes of gameplay, Alliance Quest, Alliance War, Act 6, all sorts of stuff where people want to build up, you know, their 5-star champions, and they need those awakened abilities and the high sig levels as well. So yeah, the 5-star signature stone crystals, still just, you know, tiddlywinks of those, man. Nothing like super good there. But if you're also Cavalier as well, you can buy a little bit more tier 5 basic and also tier 2 alpha catalyst, fully formed one, for 380. And apparently over the event, again, the maximum is going to be about 3,000 gold coins, but all of this stuff is going to be in the game for assessment a little bit later. But yeah, it kind of looks like an okay event. Like, there's nothing like super crazy about it, and I think in comparison to coming from the Black Widow event where you had the rifts, like, this one is going to seem like a little bit lame in comparison for a lot of players, and I certainly don't blame anybody that does have that perspective toward them. But also on top of this, we are going to have some M.O.D.O.K contracts and also class use solo events coming. So yeah, maybe those are going to be a bit more spicy and jazz up the you know, the next 4 weeks in Marvel Contest of Champions. But one thing to keep in mind as well is about the entry to M.O.D.O.K's secret island. So you basically need, in order to enter this, the entry code or entry pins that you get via logging in. So you get one of these every single day. So keep in mind that you can only do a single difficulty. However, you can actually store these up. So let's say, you know, one day you don't feel like doing it, but the weekend you want to smash out like, you know, 5 to 7 of them, you do have the option to do that with this style. So in terms of the style of the event, the layout of the event, how they've done this event, I like it a lot more than the previous version, because I don't know if some of you will remember, like a year and a half ago, we had like the introduction of M.O.D.O.K's labs that you literally needed to log in like once every 12 hours to do it. It was stupid. It became like so grindy so quickly, and everybody was like, nah, screw this. So I think in terms of like the layout of the quest itself, and also the setup of entry via the login calendar, and the fact that you can just, you know, smash a loadout in one giant session, I think those two things are a big improvement for this style of event. But still, the rewards are just, you know, not really like that eyebrow raising for a lot of veteran players. So yeah, overall, I'm a bit disappointed. I think they could have done better in terms of this event reward wise. However, when it comes to the design of the actual event itself, it looks like they've learned some good lessons moving forward. They just need to greatly increase their rewards, and I think a lot of people would be much happier with this style of event in comparison to the ones that we've had in the past. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts on the brand new M.O.D.O.K's Island of Doom event in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy today's early look and breakdown, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. And one thing I want to give a massive shout out for, the best part of the event, man, is this artwork here, man. I really like it. It's not a nice little like what is it, tribute to Jurassic Park. So yeah, I think this is the highlight of the event right here, man. This little picture of M.O.D.O.K, that's really cool. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.